Hey all you Reaper watchers, a blind noob here, and this is the first video in a series where I'll be going over Reaper's matchups with every hero on the Overwatch roster. Remember that I'm on console on the Asian servers, and our metas and strengths tend to differ slightly from what you'll see in NA and EU. Also, these matchup breakdowns are based on my experiences one-tricking Reaper for the last couple years. You are more than welcome to disagree with anything and everything I say. Just be aware that I'm always right, and anything that goes against my opinion is and always will be wrong. Okay, so let's get to our first matchup. Since the introduction of Hinder, this hero has been widely considered a counter to Reaper. His name was changed in October 2021, and he's got a grand total of 0 Le Seraphim skins. Name that hero.
Bullseye.
Alright. Cassidy is a hero you'll see more of the better you get at Reaper. I wouldn't call him S tier, but he's consistently a common pick for DPS players and is one of the first heroes that people swap to when Reaper is dominating a lobby. Now that his flashbang ability causes Hinder, which not only slows but also prevents movement abilities like Wraith Form, a good Cassidy can make flanking a nightmare for poor Reaper. Also, since his damage drop-off was buffed, he is a significant threat from everywhere on the map. Like, seriously, fuck this guy and his itty-bitty pistol. We've got 2 big hulking shotguns designed to obliterate everyone and everything at short range, and he can do this? Nah, I call bullshit. If you swap to Cass to counter Reaper, you are a turd-eating coward. You've literally gone out of your way to ruin my game and ruin my day. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be. But on a more serious note, this matchup is not quite as one-sided as I make it out to be. Yes, Cassidy has the tools to shut down Reaper, but it takes a lot more skill for a Cass to dominate a Reaper than the other way around. Think of it like this: a bad Reaper beats a bad Cass. A good Reaper beats a good Cass, but a great Cass beats a great Reaper. Cass needs to land his flashbang and hit headshots to maximize his damage. The flashbang may be a heat-seeking missile, but it's not as easy to hit Reapers as it seems. A mid Cassidy will initiate with his flashbang. That's predictable. Reaper loves predictable players because he can Wraith Form to dodge projectiles. A great Cassidy, however, will not be predictable. He will try to bait out Wraith Form before throwing his stone cold stunner. If Cassidy has successfully baited out your Wraith and he still has his nade, as Reaper, you need to accept defeat and get back to safety and maybe try again in another 8 seconds. Because you're not surviving 0.9 seconds of a great Cass free firing on your near motionless, soon to be corpse. Cassidy's win condition is hitting his flashbang and laying into Reaper with headshots and fan the hammer at close range. But how about Reaper? How does he win this duel? Well, fortunately, Cassidy has a relatively large hitbox for a non-tank, so at close range, you're going to be able to land most of your pellets. Obviously, more pellets equals more damage equals more healing. So step 1 is close the distance. But now that you're in range of his flashbang, you need to be able to predict it and use Wraith Form to dodge it. And finally, because Cass is more aim dependent, make sure to keep strafing, or moving side to side, to make it as difficult as possible for him to land his shots. I would say about up to Diamond, Reaper has the upper hand in this matchup, but Master and beyond, it becomes much more difficult to win these duels, and you'll have to rely more on sneaking up on him as opposed to fighting him head on. Overall, I give Reaper a 5 out of 10 in this matchup. While it's generally seen as Cassidy favored, if Reaper follows his win condition with some decent aim, he can definitely win here. Of course, same goes for Cass. But yeah, next time the DPS swaps to Cass to counter your Reaper, don't forget to teabag them and flame them in all chat as soon as you get a kill on him. Counter swappers are skid marks on the Overwatch community and deserve to eat nothing but mountain grout for the rest of their lives. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next matchup, may your death blossoms be bloody.